What's happening, YouTube? It's me, Bijan, Fitness with Bijan. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be taking you through my top 3 personal development books for success. Now, the first book I have with me here is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Now, this is a very good book because this is the book that I had read when I was studying at uni. 2 years in America, and this had got me through a lot of those obstacles during that time period. Now, what this book teaches you, it teaches you how to adapt to change, use wisdom thoroughly, and to also to move correctly in integrity. Now, of course, the most important takeaway from this book is how to be proactive, how to look at difficult obstacles and how to break them down into little pieces and put them together so that you yourself is able to maneuver through these times. Whatever obstacle it may be in your workplace, it may be with family members, or it can just be even through your own life, where maybe you've hit rock bottom in whatever direction you may have taken, and it may be no fault of your own. This is what this book teaches you. Very good book. I highly recommend it for people who are starting maybe a business, maybe who are looking into going into a work field, or just for their own personal growth. That's book number 1. Now, book number 2 I have with me here is The 50th Law by 50 Cent and Robert Greene. Now, this is also another good book that I had read during my time in uni, and this book teaches you how to master your craft. If you are a good artist, study how to be a good writer, be a good artist, be a good joiner, be a good fitness coach. If you are good at finance, learn how the financial or the economy works. All this book teaches you how to master your craft. And also, another good takeaway from it too is that it teaches you how to deal with people whilst you are climbing. Because let me tell you, there's always going to be people out here who have hidden agendas and who are looking to put you down. This is what this book teaches you, to be aware of those type of characters that you may face. One thing I liked about 50 Cent is that he actually broke it down to the point where it doesn't have to be this long. He just broke it down into this length here. Not like a textbook style, but just this size, so that people can have a thorough understanding in what he is trying to get across, and for us to have a better understanding of it too as readers. Another good takeaway from this too, he made an interesting point, a very valid point in here. He said that the corporate world is no different from the criminal underworld. And the reason why is because there is always somebody trying to get rid of the head who is at the top, where you are at the top of that ladder, and there's always somebody trying to drag you down from that ladder. This is what this book teaches you, to always be aware of characters, strategize yourself, and to also plan and look at things thoroughly whilst you're trying to execute that plan. This is what this book teaches you. Highly recommend it. Book number 2, my final book that I have with me here, is called, this is an old one, Understanding Body Language by Jane Lyle. Now, this book also teaches you how to understand how people think and to understand the body language of others. Keep in mind, fun fact though, this is actually my mum's book actually. I started reading this 9 years ago, and to be quite frank with you, I actually remember quite a lot of things from this book. I would say I remember 75 to 80% of what's written in this book. And to be honest with you, it's just changed my narrative on how I look at others, because there's many times where I've actually sat down with my mum and actually we talk about similar situations of how people think, and this book has actually guided me, you know, to be honest with you, no joke. And it will guide you too along the way. It will guide you whether a person is interested in you, whether a person looks bored, whether a person is happy, or probably that person, I don't know, has got a lot on their mind. This is what this book teaches you. I recommend it for everybody to read, because this will teach you, and also you will be able to understand people a lot more. Because trust me, I used to be in that situation where I used to scratch my head and say to myself, like, why are people behaving like this? You know, why? I mean, why is she behaving like this? Why is he behaving like this? When I started reading this book, man, let me tell you, I started to get it like that, because it goes into different details of why people are like this. Man, if you're watching this, don't forget to hit that like button and comment down below. Also, these books are available to buy. Check my description written down below, and for all the other videos too that I have done based on my book recommendations. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do not forget, turn on the notification bell. That way you can help with the YouTube algorithm. Don't work yourself too hard. See ya.